So I don't know why. I mean, at no point did I think we were going to be covering this kind of stuff on a regular basis, but here we are. Riot, dude, hold on. I gotta go clear my voice, guys. I'm sorry. Riot Games lays off 530 or 11% of staff. Axis Riot Forge label. Riot Games is laying off roughly 530 people, or about 11% of its global workforce, in a move the company says is a necessity and not to appease shareholders. In a letter to staff shared publicly, Riot Games CEO Dylan Jadeja explained that the layoffs are occurring because since 2019, the company has been making a number of big bets, broadening our portfolio and growing quickly, with the company size doubling in just a few years. Yeah, I mean, COVID definitely, dude, everybody was on a hire, but especially like gaming companies, everybody was on a hiring spree during COVID. Obviously people were working from home, but like 2020, 2021, Bungie was constantly hiring people left and right, and so were others. However, those big bets don't seem to be paying off in the way Riot hoped. Today, we're a company without a sharp enough focus, and simply put, we have too many things underway. Some of the significant investments we've made aren't paying off the way we expected them to. Our costs have grown to the point where they're unsustainable, and we've left ourselves with no room for experimentation or failure, which is vital to a creative company like ours. All of this puts the core of our business at risk, that being Valorant and League. Over the past several months, we've tried to alter our trajectory in many different ways. We've asked leaders to make trade-offs in the things their teams are working on. We rolled out hiring slowdowns and in some cases hiring freezes. We put an emphasis on controlling costs while strengthening our revenue goal, all of which has without a doubt been tough for our teams. But as I've dug in with leaders across Riot, it's become clear to all of us that these changes aren't enough. We have to do more to focus our business and center our efforts on the things that drive the most player value, the things that are truly worth players' time. Unfortunately, this involves making changes in the area where we invest the most, our headcounts. The DJ goes on to explain the plan for the layoffs rollout, which will begin over the next hour and finalize in the coming weeks, depending on local laws. Riot is offering 6 months of salary minimum to all laid off, cash bonuses, and a number of additional benefits and supports. Additionally, the company is asking everyone to cancel meetings in the coming week and work from home if possible while team members process the situation. I gotta give it to this, am I saying this Jadeja? Jadeja? I do like that. Obviously, there's a lot of PR up in here, but I do like that he's addressing this, head on. And as we've seen from other CEOs, some don't even address it. Some may just put out like one little thing or let the company address it as a whole. And they kind of just, they themselves aren't the one that's looking at it and taking the brunt of it, right? Now, in addition to the layoffs, Riot Games is also axing its Riot Forge label following the release of Band Hotel. Riot Forge was announced in December of 2019 as an indie publishing label to produce games from third-party studios using Riot IP. In the ensuing years, it's been behind games such as Song of Nunu, Ruined King, Hextech Mayhem, and The Mage Seeker. While we're proud of what we've created in this space, and we're grateful for the Forge team and for our external partners who made these games happen, we don't view this as core to our strategy moving forward, the DJ wrote. As for the rest of Riot's portfolio, the company says that League of Legends, Valorant, Teamfight Tactics, and Wild Rift will be more ambitious than ever, and that their teams will be prioritized. Legends of Runeterra will continue. However, the game has faced financial challenges and costs more to develop and support than it makes. So the team is being downsized and focusing on the PvE path of champions. Riot Games layoffs comes as yet another blow to an industry already reeling from massive layoffs. Last year, an estimated 10,000 individuals lost their jobs industry-wide, and in the first month of 2024 alone, so far the number is rapidly approaching 4,000 amid studio closures, project cancellations, and industry funding drying up in a tragic trend. That seems likely to extend well into the rest of the year. So the reason why we're reading this article is that we just did a video covering Riot's, they're actually making an MMO FPS, and, there's not too many things that Riot does that they don't succeed at, right? And so obviously being a Destiny player, we were curious about it. We've done some digging on it, but there's not a lot to go off of. I do know that, we've had a lot of people from Bungie go to Riot over the years. Some of them have come back to Bungie, one being the game director for Destiny 2. And so he actually was on Destiny, went to Riot for a bit. The rumor was that a Destiny competitor could be in the makings while he was over there, because his forte was essentially making like raid mechanics and stuff like that. And then he comes back to Destiny 2 as a game director. But yeah, this seems to be just common, man. And I hate that it is common. I hate to see it. You know, this is one of many that have already been announced at the beginning of this year. And, you know, maybe it is a pullback from all the overhiring that occurred back during COVID. On the flip side, I saw a tweet the other day from, where was the tweet the other day from Destiny Bulletin? I don't know if this is, did anyone confirm this or not? From Destiny Tracker, it's currently being reported that Bungie has expanded to 1,400 employees. They also have other PlayStation studios assisting with Destiny 2. Excuse me. Yeah, they apparently had 1,100 employees after the layoff, so now it seems weird to go up so much after needing to cut costs. But my question is how much of these are, it says right here, or from Destiny Tracker, they also have other PlayStation studios assisting with Destiny 2. How many of these additional employees are Bungie's or Sony's? You know where I'm coming from? But just like Riot here, I mean, essentially what you're in a situation is, you know, you've got all these different projects, and maybe only a handful of them are actually profiting. And in Bungie's case, it's even worse because it's only Destiny 2 that's profiting. And I get it. You know, the smart thing to do, or the wise thing to do, would be to add variety to it, right? Not have all your eggs in one basket. And so, and we like seeing cool new games. So I'm excited to see what Riot brings to the future. You know, I think Bungie has like the winning chicken here with Destiny 2. So that's why I wish they would double down on Destiny 2. And hopefully that's what they're doing with these additional employees. And I know we're like veering off on Riot Games here, but, you know, the main thing is Riot doesn't have any type of deals going on like Bungie has, where if they don't meet certain revenue thresholds that they can get a takeover, right? Bungie's in a much worse scenario, or potential scenario, than that of Riot. I think Riot has, you know, already a number of games there, or 2 games especially, that are still popping, still generating a lot of money for them. And so I just think they just bit off more than they could chew. And I think a lot of gaming companies are experiencing the highs of COVID, where everybody was gaming. Audience retention was out the roof. If you go and you look at like some of the streams we had back in 2020, obviously we've grown more since then, but people were just watching more. I mean, just substantially more. Because it's like, what else were you doing? You know, I mean, a lot of people were just chilling, just hanging out. And so being able to sit down and actually, you know, or have people available at all time to be watching stuff, and also be gaming. And then, you know, you have people more willing to buy microtransactions with stimmies. You know, these are all the things that kind of ballooned this bubble, which was unsustainable. The other thing too is, we've talked about this before in the past, but I think AI is, they're starting to be utilized more by studios. And although I don't like AI, I wish that everyone can keep their job. I wish every voice actor and actress out there could keep their jobs. And I hope to see them still maintain that. But AI is being utilized as a tool for studios. And that's going to cause companies to cut corners and lay off the people that they deem unnecessary, and fill those gaps with AI wherever they can. We, the gamers, can change that. Friends, for every one of us that actually might care about AI, there's 20 fucking others that give no motherfucking fucks. Okay? I'm letting you know. If AI came out tomorrow and gave us Destiny 3, every Destiny player would be like, Destiny 2, we gone, baby.
Slap that like button like your mama told you right.